Hey guys, about to play round 3 of a Battle for Zendikar draft. We're 2-0 so far, so we're looking to go 3-0 in the pre-release, which means 4 packs instead of the usual 3 in a Swiss draft. So that'd be nice. It would help pay for drafts down the road. Opponent won the die roll, deciding whether to play first, and I think our hand's a keep. It's kind of a lot of what we've been seeing with this deck is removal early and then some big finisher late. And it's been working out for us. And we also happen to, when you keep a hand like this, draw like a 3-drop every time because I'm a little lucky, I guess. We do want double white pretty badly. We got 2 colorless lands here, which isn't awesome. There's double white too, so things are going my way. I'm going to play it just in case if there's a situation where I want to be able to play Stasis Snare next turn. Seems unlikely, but you never know. So we're going to take 3 here rather. It's not going to feel good. Plays another Core Castigator, huh? Okay, that's a pretty good draw. I think we just play the Carrier Thrall instead of the Shadow Glider since it can just block and trade. The Eldrazi token that comes won't be able to block, but so if he uses like removal right here, it'll be pretty rough. Ooh, Core Blade Whirl, that's pretty rough. This whole team has lifelink. So we're playing green-white allies. He's probably, his deck's, oh, First Strike, actually. I was thinking that was the lifelink one. Well, we're just going to take 6. Drop us to 11. Hey, there's that. We'll play our Blighted Step. And I think we're going to hold Complete Disregard at the ready to be used on the Core Blade Whirl if he plays another ally. Or Stasis Snare, if that seems better, but okay, so he did play another ally, which means we are going to say Complete Disregard. We probably play our Blightherder next turn, even though it's not going to have stuff to eat. Yeah, and we'll trade with one of these. Drops us to 8. Get a Thrall. Okay, Calastrian Nightwatch is probably what I play now instead, since the other card, Blightherder, is obviously better if I have stuff to take from my opponent. So, yeah, we're just going to play the Nightwatch. Hope he doesn't have the one that pumps his whole team, because that'll be bad. He surely does, though. I mean, he probably has the Tajuru guy, 2-1, who pumps his whole team +2/+2. His own Stasis Snare, huh? Well, I guess our, what's his name? Our Feldar Cub is going to be a little better in this matchup than it usually is. I'm actually going to chump here, I think. Yeah. Okay. I think now I play Shadow Glider. Oh, I can't keep Stasis Snare up if I do that, though. I was going to play Shadow Glider and Stasis Snare, but now I think I just play Blightherder. Don't pump your whole team. That wouldn't be nice. Looks likely, though. There's one that gives +1/+1 to everybody. That costs 6. Good news is we can kill it. The bad news is we're going to drop so little life, potentially, that... I wonder if he has Lithomancer's Focus, because that would be brutal right now. Brutal. I'll block here. Inspired Charge, okay. Those 2 guys trade. Drops me to 1 life. And our opponent to almost no cards in hand. Dang, we don't quite have enough for that. I think the safest thing to do is keep Stasis Snare in our hand. Still don't have double white, which is really frustrating. If we draw one more land, Ruin Processor could really turn the tide of this game for us. I could Stasis Snare his Stasis Snare, which I just realized and should have earlier. And that's probably what I'll do if he swings this turn, is Stasis Snare his Stasis Snare, get back my 4/5, and then block his McKindy, whatever it's called. Okay. That will pump his whole team. But not enough for this turn anyway. In the future, it'll be enough. So I think we still go with my plan and hope we draw a land for our Ruin Processor. That's pretty much the most likely scenario where we get out of this alive. Oh, it only exiles creatures, which I should have remembered. So yeah, we're going to exile. I was thinking it was Oblivion Ring. One wishes. I could have played my Shadow Glider too. Okay. This might get us out of here. Might. Hard to say. The Gideon's Reproach could help us. Cliffside Lookout. Okay, so that's bad because now his whole team, I can block here, but his dude will survive because he can pump it a second time. So we're just gonna have to chump block now. There's no reason to use up our Gideon's Reproach. I guess it would force him to use his mana, but that doesn't seem that valuable right now, to be honest. Okay. This can have a similar effect, but it seems unlikely, but it does gain us a little bit of life. We're really grasping at straws here to stay alive. And to get this Ruin Processor in play. I think I probably chump here, and I mean, especially if he doesn't play something first, and then use Gideon's Reproach on the Cliffside Lookout. Okay. I can actually take down the Tajuru Beastmaster now if I want to. See what our opponent does here. Assuming he doesn't have a trick of some kind. I think we go for it. Okay, good. We drew the land we wanted. It's going to gain us one, not more than one life. It's going to gain us a lot of life. 5 of it, anyway. So we'll play a Ruin Processor. And it gives us a 7/8 too, which is worth mentioning. Maybe we finally stabilize. Doesn't have good attacks anymore. That's good news for us. We're going to play our Geyser Field. Oh, I have to add black mana if I want to do that, as you may have known. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to hold on to this land because it could come in handy later. I don't think it's the best situation for us to attack right now, so I'm not going to. For now. I'll start swinging with the Geyser Field dude, especially if I gain some more life down the road. What's he doing with all that mana? Grove Tender Druids, okay. That can help him go wide on us, which is bad. Okay, that, however, is not bad. It's very good, actually. We're going to play our land. Then we're going to swing with our Geyser Field dude. Wait a second. If he swings with all of these next turn and pumps them all, he can only pump them once. But that could end up being enough. It's probably not worth attacking, actually, unfortunately. It's too dangerous. I'll play this Felidar Cub, though, and we have the opportunity to gain 6 life, and I can also use it to get back that stasis, the 4/5 thing. We need to deal with this Grove Tender Druid because it plus Cliffside Lookout is brutal. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna trade in our. Well, first I'm gonna gain some life, I guess. Though I guess I could use that to give my guy evasion, but I think gaining life is pretty important right now. We have 1 untapped. Yeah. And then we're gonna go like this. Get our 4/5 back. Okay. More life gain, huh? He can pump his whole team and such. I think I just play out this Drana's Emissary and start swinging with the 4/5 when we were gaining life. I'm just in the turn there. Our deck's definitely a control deck. We've had to claw our way back into this game from 1 life. We're up to 14 now. It's been rough, but we've done it, and we still have a spawning bed we haven't cracked, so that's pretty nice. That doesn't look encouraging, though. 7 mana. Jeez. 8 mana? 9 mana? Is there an X spell in white or green? I can't think of one. Oh, yeah, there's that one. I think that basically loses us the game. Too bad we didn't save our Feldar Cub. Next time, I guess we will, unless it's like a game-breaking situation. So he exiles 3 creatures. We're at 14. Yeah, that's bad. Gonna be hard to come back from that. I would have liked that card. Would have been nice in our deck. Ooh, he's hitting his own stasis field. Okay. Interesting. But effective. We could get our... Oh, no, we can't. That was the other deck I just drafted. I was thinking I had Mortuary Mire and could get back the thing. Okay, so we're pretty much toast now. I can't really think of any draw that'll bail us out of this situation. We're just going to take 2 here. We can keep stalling for a little bit because of our spawning bed, but okay. It's not too bad. I'm going to use Complete Disregard now, because then he could, in response, make it too big for me to kill. So I'm going to use Complete Disregard on that, and in the turn there. Gosh, all the McKindy patrols. I think he's one of the most underwhelming allies, but when you have all these ally triggers, then, of course, the only trigger he gets right now is Vigilance, so that's not amazing, but it's not bad. especially because he can pump his whole team. So we have to block here, otherwise 3, 6, 9. Yeah, that's bad. I don't think we have a way out here. We're going to block there, and we're going to block here. We almost clawed our way back into this game, but Quarantine Field quickly undid that. Yeah, and we lose. Although, we could probably survive another turn. Maybe I should make that happen, but I guess I will. I can't think of any draws, though, that'll bail me out here. I can block 3 creatures when I use my spawning pool, spawning bed, whatever it's called. Oh. Yeah, he's pumping his whole team in response. I think we can still survive for a turn, though. Amazingly. But, like, what are we going to draw that's going to get us out of here? Nothing is the answer. So we go to 4. Yeah, and then we scoop. All right. Well, that was a rough game 1. Quarantine Field was our undoing, certainly. Wish I had an extra Feldar Cub at this point. Radiant Flames actually seems pretty awesome against him. Maybe I should try to shove it back into my deck. Can wipe his whole board really effectively, so I think I am going to bring it in. Sheer Drop's fine against him. Complete disregarded. Smite the Monsters, however, it's not. Okay, and then we're going to cut. What are we going to cut here? Guess 1 Plains and 1 Swamp, and put in 2 Mountains. Give that a try. Gives us 3 red sources. It does cut down our white and black sources, which could be a problem, but if there's any opponent to side in Radiant Flames against, it's an ally deck like this one. So I think that's a good call. I would like to play first. And, okay, we're immediately have a problem with our lands, so having a mountain when we don't want one. We're going to mulligan. And more problems. This one's okay. And we will put that on top. Got removal early, and we're going to draw a swamp, so that's nice. But mulliganing to 5 in game 2 is not really where I wanted to go. But that's okay. Opponent not off to a fast start, luckily, and we drew more removal, so we can maybe make this game go long despite all of our problems. I think I need to deal with that because it makes my sheer drop a lot worse if his guys aren't tapping to attack. So I think I'm just going to use complete disregard now. All right, more lands, not bad. End our turn. Things are going relatively well, you know, for mulliganing to 5 on the play. Certainly not amazing, but okay, Grove Tender Druids. Should I Stasis Snare that? I don't think I want to, actually. I'll hold on to that. Okay, Grip of Desolation we can't play yet, but if we get that far into the game, we're probably going to be in good shape. End our turn. It's looking pretty likely like we go 2-1 instead of 3-0 though. This has definitely been a fun deck though. I don't know if I've even cast Sheer Drop once. It's a little less good than I thought it was, maybe. I had it in my hand in games where I was like already winning, so in this game where I'm going to be the one getting hit by creatures, it'll probably be a little better. Probably cast it in this game on his Grove Tender Druid, and perhaps. We'll just have to see what he does on his turn before we make that determination. Or Blade Whirl. Okay. First strike doesn't concern me. He's going to get one plant, I guess, but that doesn't concern me a huge amount either. I would rather just wait to use Sheer Drop. One more mana and we could use Sheer Drop and Awaken, but I think I'd rather just use it now. We're 1 mana away from both Grip of Desolation and Angel of Renewal, so that's pretty good. Yeah, that's going to have to get Stasis Snared no matter what we draw. We're going to take 3. We could play Kozilek's Channeler here, but I don't think we have the breathing room for it. I think I'm just going to have to use Stasis Snare on his Beastmaster next turn. Get rid of this guy. Okay, now we're going to play the Channeler, who can not only block, but can help us play Angel of Renewal and Grip of Desolation if he survives. Does he have his Quarantine Field again? He's going to hit Kozilek's Channeler and Stasis Snare. Yep. Okay. Well, that's filthy. Opponent got it both games. You know, that's a good way to go 3-0 is draw your Quarantine Field, draft one, and then draw one every game. Does that kill me immediately? That's the question. No, I don't think so. It's close. Come on, Feldar Cub. That is not a Feldar Cub. We can survive another turn with the help of Grip of Desolation. I'm just going to use it now to keep him off, you know, if he needs double green, I guess. Quarantine Field is definitely a crazy powerful card. Okay. Yeah, unless we draw our Feldar Cub right here, we're done. What does that do for us? Nothing, I don't think, but let's just play it out. Gain our 1 life, play our blocker, but we're still dead, so. If we had 2 more mana, we could have Gideon's Reproached something too. Yeah, we're toast. I'm just going to go ahead and scoop. There's nothing we can do here, so. All right, well, we got kind of run over in round 3. Quarantine Field is a huge bomb, and one that I definitely neglected to put on my top 10 Mythics and Rares list, I would say. It's just so crazily efficient at what it does. Feldar Cub is a card in the format, though. It's good to remember. I wish I had had more than one against this opponent. But another 2-1 is fine. I think our deck turned out pretty well. It was fun to actually play a control deck after Magic Origins when that, like, never happened. So, anyway.